The storyline. In the sutra's introductory chapter, the Buddha has just emerged from teaching the Dharma to a serpent king, Sagara, in his watery kingdom near the island of Lanka, when Ravana invites him to give similar instruction in his own island capital. The Buddha agrees and begins to instruct the king on the Dharma. The king then asks Mahamate, or great wisdom, an eloquent speaker and advanced bodhisattva, to ask the Buddha questions about his beliefs, which Mahamati does for an extended section of the sutra. In answering Mahamate's questions in a dialogue structured by the Buddha himself, the Buddha reviews the conceptual categories of Mahayana Buddhism, as well as those of other paths for comparison. The conversation continues in this manner, mainly in prose. In interpretive perspective, the answers provide a comprehensive overview of a version of mind-only Yogacara Buddhism and the core Zen teaching that words alone are not adequate for the transmission of the Dharma. Readers will search in vain for apparent pattern in the order of questions asked and for a complete explanation of Buddha's teachings. According to Suzuki, quote, "The whole Lankavatara is just a collection of notes unsystematically strung together, and, frankly speaking, it is a useless task to attempt to divide them into sections or chapters under some specific titles." Close quote. An alternative reading of the sutra's scattered teachings, and perhaps of what Suzuki was ultimately referring to, is that a systematic and full account of the Dharma in words and thoughts is to be purposely avoided, which the Lanka sets out to do. To do so will most likely entrap readers in reliance on doctrinal teachings in word and thought form, a trap the sutra repeatedly warns against. The task, in practice, is to place one's mind on awareness itself and forget words and thoughts, which is zazen. In the text, this process of dissembling words and thoughts is perhaps most clearly demonstrated by the Buddha's continued use of contradictions. In Suzuki's words, quote, "The one most important thing that students of Buddhism have to realize at the very outset of their study is that Buddhism is not a system of philosophy, has nothing to do with speculations as such, has no intention to present a logically coherent formula of thought. What the Buddha's teaching professes to do is to get us truthfully acquainted with the ultimate facts of existence." Close quote.